Hello everyone, Nikhil this side from Coding Beam. So in this video, we will see about the inheritance and the access modifiers in the TypeScript. So now we will see about the inheritance. So what is the inheritance? So it is a mechanism in which a child class inherits properties and methods from the parent class. And classes can be extended to create a new classes with inheritance and with using the keyword which is the extends. And the extends keyword used to inherit the parent class. And it was introduced in the ES6 JavaScript, and before the ES6 there was the ES5, and in the ES5 we use the concept of the prototypes to make inheritance possible. So now we will see that why do we need the inheritance. So for the code reusability we need the inheritance, and for the method overriding and we need the inheritance in the TypeScript, and for achieving the object-oriented approach in the TypeScript, we need the inheritance. So now we will see an example of the inheritance by going to the VS Code. So now we are in the Visual Studio Code, and now we will create a new class in the person.ts file, and it will be the class, and it will be the person, and it will have some property like the name, and then it will be in the string, and then we will call a constructor function inside it, and the constructor function will receive the value of the name as the string again. And then we will just give the value of this constructor property into the main property which is the names, like this dot name will be equals to the name. So now we have now created the class, and now we need to just export this class here. So the export, and now we need to create here the function, like it will be the display method here. So it will the display, and the display will return the string, and then we need to just return this dot name here. So it will be this dot name. So now we are now creating a new class, person class, and it will contain the name property as the string, and then we are now returning the string in the display method. So if I will now go to the employee, so if I will create an employee class, like the class employee, and now we need to inherit, and for the inheritance we need to use extends. So the extends, it will be the person. So it will call the person class now, and now we need to declare some properties for the employee if you want to declare. So it will be like the employee code. So it will be the number, and then we need to call here the constructor again, constructor, and it will contain the name which will be from the parent class, it will be the string, and then it will contain the employee code which will contain the number field, and then we need to set the properties values with these parameter names, and then we need to call here the super, and the super will call here the name. And now we are now passing the name string with the super class, and the super class is used to call the parent class person. So it will go to the parent class, and it will set the name to this dot name property here. So now we need to declare here the employee code also. So it will be the this dot employee code, and it will be equals to the employee code which we are getting here. So now we have now created this employee, and then we are now extending it as a person here. So now we need to just export this class also. So now we have now used here the inheritance. So if I will now save, and if I will now call here the employee from the app.ts file, so it will be the const employee equals to the new employee, and now the employee will contain the name and the string. So it will contain the Nikhil, and then it will contain here the number, it will contain like the 20. So if I will now save, and if I will now just call the display mp.display, so then you will see it will show us the Nikhil here. So if I will now save, so then you will see it will show us the Nikhil in the console window, because we have now created the display method in the parent class, and it is only returning the this dot name. And now if we need to get this employee code also, and only in the display function, so we need to override the display method, and for the overriding we need to create a method with the same name like display, and then it will contain the string as you see. And now we need to just return the employee code and the employee name also. So it will be just return, and it will contain the employee code, this dot employee code, and then it will contain again this dot employee name. So if I will now save, and if I will now run this file again, so then you will see it will show us the output as the 20 Nikhil, because now we are now providing the value as the Nikhil and the 20, and now the employee class is now overriding the display method from the parent class, and it is returning the this dot employee code and the this dot name. So if you want to call the parent class display method inside the overriding method which is the display, so you need to just return here like the return, you need to call the super dot, it will be the display. So it will call the super dot display here, and it will just call the parent display method. So if I will now save, and if I will now run again, so then you will see it will be the Nikhil in the console window again. So this is the concept of the inheritance and the method overriding. So now we will see about the access modifiers, and about the access modifiers. So in object-oriented programming, the concept of the encapsulation is used to make the class members public, private and protected, and a class can control the visibility of its data members through these access modifiers. So first access modifier which we have is the public, and it is by default which is accessible outside of the class. So we are now declaring here the name as the public here. So here we are now declaring the name, and by default it is public. So it is now public, and now if I will now go to app.js and if I will now just access the name, so then you will see it will just accessible because it is public property. But if I will now declare as the private, and about the private, it is accessible only inside of a specific class, like only in the parent class and even not in the child class. So if I will now access the property by declaring it as a private property in the employee, so it will be the private. So then you will see it will not be accessible in the employee and in the app.ts also. So if I will now remove the from here, so then you will see it is not be accessible in the employee, because you will see the property name is private and is only accessible within the class person. So the private property can only be accessed in the parent class and not in the instance or in the child class also. And then we have another property which is a protected, and about the protected, it is accessible only inside of a class and in the child class also. So if I will now declare here the person name as the protected, so then you will see it will be accessible in the employee. So then you will see this dot name is not giving us error. So this is the concept of the public, private and protected in the access modifiers in the TypeScript. So we have another property which is a read only, and about the read only, it is accessible outside of a class everywhere, but their values cannot be changed. So if I will now go to VS Code again, so then if I will now define here the name property as the read only property, so it will contain the read only. And if I will now save again, so then if I will go to app.ts and if I will now just define the employee dot name, or it will be first public here, so I will remove the protected check from here. So if I will now give employee dot name, and it will equals to like the Mohit, so then you will see it is showing us an error, and the error is now we can see cannot assign name because it is a read only property. So the read only properties values cannot be changed outside of a class, but can be initialized inside of the constructor. So we can use a read only property only when initialization inside the constructor only, and then we cannot change their values outside of the class when the instance is created. So these are the concept of the read only properties. And now we have covered the access modifiers and inheritance in the TypeScript. So thank you guys for watching the video, and I hope you will like the video, and guys please subscribe to our channel if you are new.